Okay, last question before you go free. If you could recommend one thing from all of our working together to most voice users, what would you recommend?
I would recommend finding out what your vocal goals are or performance goals are, and then thinking about how you could incorporate physical training to target those goals. So especially for the program that you crafted for me, like all the movements and positions that we got into were very, very beneficial for what I as an individual needed. And I thought that that was what I needed to kind of push my vocal journey a little bit further beyond just theory and beyond just vocal exercises. And I think also with that idea of targeted physical training is to also realize that you can learn how to use your body in a way that strengthens it, creates necessary tension without causing excess tension to the way that you're using your voice. There seems to be this belief in more like traditional or older voice pedagogy circles that you just should avoid physical training of many forms. Generally, they'll be like swimming's okay, running's okay, but usually more like targeted stuff that like it's like heavier weights or like higher reps or like longer duration of working out is not recommended. But I think working with Cass has really shown me how it can be not just okay, but really beneficial to the whole process. And what's important is to really refine the body map and also be able to have the physical capacity to do the things that you need to do so that you can just go and think about your expression and all the musical things that you want to do on stage or with your audience.
Yeah, I took into consideration what Jingyun's goals were, took into consideration what she did in a week, how much voice practice, how much climbing, how hard is she climbing, how hard does she wish to climb as well, because you had climbing goals too, and you had goals for Wing Chun that you wanted to pursue.
Yeah.
So thinking about if you wanted to reach those goals, how do you then structure your voice practice such that it's also not as tiring on you, and also make sure that your goals for climbing aren't interfering with your voice practice as well, because they can if you don't structure them properly. And so with that, then measuring out everything that Jingyun does and what's stressful or challenging in her life, we then thought about, okay, what can you do also in your physical practice that will really facilitate all of these things and not get in the way of any of them. Yeah. And it worked really well.
Yeah. Just to help you understand, it's like I had 3 workout sessions a week, of which one is usually with Cass, and then I was teaching 4 to 5 days a week, about like 4 to 5 hours per day, and then I had occasional night rehearsals, and then if I don't work out, I will be going to climbing. So it was like a lot of physical activity, but because of the way it was programmed and structured, it made sure that I had enough recovery time, both physically and vocally, while also having the capacity to like grow my muscles.
Yes, to get strong in all the ways.
Yeah.